living a location independent life. That's something a lot of people want to do and it's on their wish list. But how realistic is it? You work for someone else. You live on someone else's terms and conditions. You're not free. This is not life, and especially it's not a life that leads to living and working location independent. But here you are, you're in right hands. My channel is all about living in different countries, speaking different languages, and I love traveling. I love learning new languages. I love seeing new cultures. I'm originally from Germany and I have seen many parts of the world. I lived many years in London. Now at this moment I am in London. I also lived in Spain. I lived for some time in Dubai. But this is not it. I want to see so much more. My favorite place in the world right now is Istanbul. So I plan to go soon to Istanbul. I want to be there. I want to work from there. Then at some point I would love to see Mexico City. It's big on my list. Also Brazil, the beautiful beaches. It's just insane how beautiful they are. So actually my channel is about how to take the steps to have a life on your terms, to live location independent and to travel the world, to see something from the world. Because I, at least for myself, I only have one life. And I thought, what would be the biggest regret I could have for myself for loving to see new cultures, new countries and cities? The biggest regret for myself would be a life on someone else's terms, where I'm not allowed to leave the country. I had that in previous companies I worked for, or you may be allowed to leave if you take vacation, or you need to ask and beg for permission. In general, if you work in an employment situation, you need to ask maybe 3 months before if you're allowed to take some time off in your own life, or definitely you need to ask if you're allowed to leave the country. Some companies, they even write you emails that if you leave longer than maybe the agreed period, they approved it, they will have the right to immediately fire you, immediate termination. So no, this is not what I want, and probably that's not what we want and you want. So we want to have a life location independent, where we can travel, where we can see beautiful parts of the world, and while we're still able to make our income. And if people say, oh, get a job, this is the old thinking. This is Stone Age. You don't need to get a job anymore. What is correct to say, get an income. And in our age right now, we are in the tech age. We are in the age where everything is being dominated by AI. And for the good, because you can found companies, you can create companies, you can create digital businesses. There is no way in the world why you wouldn't jump on this ladder and actually be your own boss, create your own digital business, no matter what your passion is, what your topic is about, what your business is about. But it's not the only option to look for getting a job, and a job is safe. A job actually is the worst I have done ever, and I wouldn't do it again. So I lost so many years and the time of my life working on someone else's terms, on their conditions, being not free, being always I felt like in chains. And well, you need to be quiet. Don't ask for too much, because if you ask for too much, be quiet and be happy that you be in a situation where you have a monthly paycheck coming in, that if you live in an expensive city like London, barely makes one ends month. So this is not a privilege. This is absolutely horror. And it's not actually worth living one day more for this. This is my channel about. It's to confront the system. And we will go against the tide. And I will create this movement. And actually, yes, we take the power back. We reclaim our lives back. Our lives back. And no, it's not a luxury. If you can have the privilege to leave the country for 1 or 3 months, like some people would tell me, oh, you're in such a luxurious situation, you can go 3 months abroad? Seriously, it's my life. I only have one life. Obviously, this is what I expect. I expect a life which is free, which is not in chains. And no, I don't sign up anymore for imprisonment. I only sign up to have a life on my terms, and I love to travel. This will be a location independent life. And actually my dream is to live 4 months there, 3 months there, 4 months there, and at some point hopefully having as well locations where you have a home or property, so you feel, oh, now I go to Mexico City, I have a tiny apartment flat there and my stuff is already there, and you don't feel like a foreigner in the city because you have a place, you can go there, you feel comfortable. And then maybe I travel to Istanbul, and not maybe, I will, and I have a place there, and I'm about to establish this all, and it will take I made a commitment, but it will take hard work, it's dedication, it's getting up early, it's living a life which is not anymore the comfort employment where you have a paycheck month by month. But is it worth taking the risk? Yes, absolutely, because if you don't take the risk now, you don't have any more freedom, and you need to wait. If you're older than I am, also I encourage you guys listening to my channel, already 40 or 45, yes, you can still take back your power. You can still create a YouTube channel and share your knowledge, share your values, and help other people. And you can generate an income with this if you do a good job with that. But don't give up on the idea, and don't make the excuse it would not be possible. Other people did it, so you will do it as well. You only have this one life. There is no second life, nothing. And it might be feeling uncomfortable now, but how will you feel in future? I see already the stream in front of me, where I live a bit in Istanbul, then I live in Mexico City, then I travel to Brazil, I make nice videos there, also for you guys. I can share the content, I can share my stories, and it's always nice to learn languages, to see something from different cultures. We live in a beautiful world, but nothing worse could happen than dying and having nothing seen from this beautiful world. And now I'm young, or still young, not 20 or 25, but actually young enough to have the energy to want to see something, to be curious, to want to learn new cultures from new people. It's a now or never. Maybe in 5 years, I don't have the energy for this. So take the first step. What kind of life do you want to sign up to? And I would be careful if you sign up to a life on other people's terms. Choose your own life. Choose the way you want to go. And I'm happy to lead you there, and I'm happy to help you transform this life, the only one life you're having.